Hello, Success Insider family. It's your girl Abigail here, the community leader at Success Insider. And today we have a very special guest with us who is going to share her story on her Life Mastery Achievers journey, which is our flagship program. And she's going to really share with us her ups and downs and her breakthroughs and just really give you a taste of what it is to experience the course for itself. So, special guest, would you please introduce your name, where you're from, and what you currently do?
Hi there. My name is Kim Lee. I reside in Bellevue, Washington, USA. Currently, I am a lead clinical assistant in orthodontics field.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And what really motivated you to join the Life Mastery Achievers program? What motivated you to enroll with LMA?
I believe it's one of those that time that I'm just kind of scrolling through as Friday night, just scrolling through, just looking, not sure what I'm looking for, but looking. And it was on YouTube. I was watching some inspirational something videos, and then Tim's ad pops up, and what he said just resonated with me. So I decided to click on. So normally I just pass it through, but I believe it's like a 3 secret to success or something like that. So I just kind of watch it through, and the things that he was sharing, it was kind of like, wow, okay, let's give it a moment to kind of listen. So I listened into it. The next thing you know, I signed up for that free webinar on Saturday and did that for, I think, 2 hours. And then it says a lot about my interest, because normally I just kind of flip through and move on. So I watched it after 2 hours, and then right there I decided to sign on. But at the same time, after I signed up, I was like, what did I just do? And so anyways, I was nervous, I was excited, but yet was skeptical. Of course, I have this skeptical nature. So I'm always, kind of worry about, is this scam or is this something? So anyways, I followed through with it and stuck with it. And by Sunday, I kind of thought about some more. It's like, is this the right decision? Because financially, we were not at that place for me to just, spending money on. And so at that moment, I thought, you know what, let's give it a try, because it's something that I'm always looking for, is some sort of something. And so by Monday, the decision was on. It was like, all right, here we go, give it a go. And so got started, and that's the rest of history.
Thank you so much for sharing that story. And what was the trigger point in your life? Like, what problem was you trying to solve or overcome when you joined LMA? Like, what was that real pain point in your life?
Well, what wasn't an issue or concern in my problem, I had a lot of childhood unmet needs. And so a lot of times I'm operating my life from a survival mindset. A lot of time I do a lot of looping, kind of process thinking. So it's a lot of insecure, a lot of doubt. In 2011, I had a major back surgery. I broke my back. And so, make long story short, I was just had a really terrible staph infection that almost nearly killed me. Took 3 years to finally had third fusion surgery done. But that took a lot out of me. It took a lot of my sparks for life. I was deeply depressed. I was at time was almost suicidal, because I have 2 kids and I have a wonderful husband, but I was not able to live the life that I want to live. in nature, I'm very curious, I'm very outgoing, I'm very, driven, and I love being with people. So all that time that I was not able to have that kind of, interaction with people, it was very, takes a lot out of me. So yeah, so that's my blockage.
And how did that impact you on a day-to-day basis? How did it make you feel?
It's impact huge. It's because my personality is always go go go, and I'm always taking on a lot of projects. I'm very hands-on, I'm very athletic. So it's almost like taking the air out of my living, my body. It's everything. I felt like I live but not really living. So yeah, it's huge.
I completely get that, and thank you so much for sharing. It does sound huge. Um, and along your LMA journey, what type of breakthroughs did you experience? What were your real like aha moments?
Wow. I had a lot of aha moments. I through the LMA, it's in the beginning, it was such um mind blowing, because I knew that I was having a lot of issues, but didn't know how much, and didn't have the tools to really, accept who I am or I was. So it's a lot of blockage, and LMA took kind of cleared the pathway to really plugging like all those areas that I had blocked, and then along the journey, um, I discover who I really am, and the power of forgiving and self-loving. It was such an amazing breakthrough. And through that journey, it makes me realize, because in the past, I don't know what my passion is. I don't know my purpose in life. I'm just going through it. And so it gave me a clear understanding who I am, why I'm on this planet, and why I operate the way I operate daily, and that, like I mentioned, have the passion for, meeting people, and just a lot of love for people. And by nature, I'm always more positive, and when I go through my own obstacle, I tend to shut my own issues and then focus on other people. um, when I make people smile or laugh, or just some way I touch them, it makes me just happy. It makes me, so through LMA, kind of bring that, like, wow, the clarity of, I have a lot of passion for people, a lot of passion for their stories of what they go through. So, and through all this, it makes me realize, you know what? If Tim, um, and you guys, Success Insider LMA program, did this to me, just imagine what I can give it back, to the people who needed this. And I just kind of wish that I found LMA a lot sooner. I would have been so far ahead with my life, instead of wait for 70 years, 47 years to discover who I really am. So yeah, it's impacted a lot in my life.
So what's the biggest takeaway that you've got from the course? What's the biggest achievement you can say that you've gone through whilst being on the course? The biggest takeaway.
Forgiving, to let go. And by what I mean by let go is, I lived for so long, because my past, we can just sit here for days talking about my past, but I came from a war era. I was born in the middle of the chaotic war. And so my life, all I knew was survival, for find food, to survive, to thrive, so I never really, reflect on that. So I did coast through life without realizing that there's a lot of childhood unmet needs that really make a difference for individual, for myself. So there's a lot of that. I'm kind of losing my thought for a moment there. Every time when I think about where I came from and where I am now, it just makes me just want to cry about it, you know? And so, sorry, just repeat the questions for
No,
me.
no worries at all. I just wanted to know what your biggest achievement and biggest takeaway was from your experience on the LMA course.
Forgiving, let it go, and treat everything that I went through as past events. And I don't have to live in that mindset. Move forward. That past taught me how to be who I am, but that's, you know, that's great. So now I need to let it go and move on. And the other thing that really helps me is to self-acceptance and really love on myself, because instead of just loving on other people and forget about my needs, my own love, my own forgiving, that was the key, was just love on me and looking in a mirror, doing the mirror exercise every day and see those, the soul deep in that little child that needed so much forgiving and loving. And so that having that realization was powerful.
And it's amazing that you say that, because that inner child self-love exercise that's a part of the program has been a big breakthrough for a lot of our students as well. It is an actual profound element to the course. So thank you for sharing that. And I just want to just round this up by asking you, what helped you push through the resistance that you had when first enrolling on the course? You said that you were unsure because it was quite a bit of money. What helped you to just make the decision and bite the bullet and just go for it in the end?
That's a good question. I coast through life not knowing what it is that I want, or I don't even realize what my needs are. So I know that is much needed of something, and I didn't understand what that something is. So LMA came along in my life, and it's like it's at the right time, at the right moment, when my heart is open for more. So that more is LMA, and nothing happened in coincidence. Nothing. There's no luck. So LMA came into my life because I needed it. It's the air that for me to live on, to breathe. So yes, LMA came in the right time. At that moment, I didn't understand it, but has been through the whole 6 weeks of journey. It's just an amazing transformation for me, and not just for me, but who I really am, to give back to my family, to to kind of let go, not to be so angry at the past, just see more of beauty in life. It's almost this cover unveil, review these beautiful colors in the world, and the amazing things that happening that I didn't really see clearly before.
Absolutely beautifully said, Kim. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.